Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pod Life, episode 4 of the Sugar Chronicles. Ms. Opium here. We are broadcasting from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. The weather's testing us, friends. We've been teased a little, then the temperatures drop back into single digits. Come on, spring, where are you? There's little tiny green buds on the trees. That's another tease, but nothing opening so far. Anyway, here's hoping. So, I'm sure everyone has seen all the posts over the past week on social media with the new drink from Starbucks that has caused quite the mania. The new unicorn frappuccino, which is only out for a week. I could not believe my eyes when I saw the nutritional values of this drink. It absolutely shocked me. Sure, the drink is pretty. It's pink and it's blue and it's got swirls and it's in its glory of whipped cream and decorated with bright pink sparkles. Try to say that 5 times on the top. Who wouldn't be attracted to such a bright, colorful, delectable treat? Thankfully, for me, that's one sweet thing that has not ever really appealed to me. Cold, thick blended drinks. Blech. Apparently, though, I'm one of the not too many. While out and about doing errands yesterday, I was absolutely astounded at the copious amounts of people carrying unicorn madness. The only way I can describe what I saw, my interpretation, fistfuls. They absolutely had fistfuls. It was kind of disturbing to me in a way that I usually wouldn't give 2 hoots about something like this. But aside from the horrifying nutritional information, the amount of attraction the sugary wonder was achieving was staggering to me. One after another, people passed by me in a short time frame, and almost every single one of them had that drink. It was crazy. I'm a people watcher, so out and about enjoying my skinny half-sweet, yay for me, I've got half-sweet for quite a while now, mocha. I was on my usual perch, enjoying the afternoon, watching the peoples go by. I lost count really quickly of the number of those drinks walking past me. Starbucks must be making a fortune. I mean, they already are, but So, anyways, I was partially shocked because there were so many. I mean, you see Starbucks cups, yes, but this particular bright pink and blue blended drink was by far the most I've ever seen of the Starbucks cup going by. And the other disturbing part is not the drink itself, but the who's of that was carrying them away. The visual hit me yesterday and it hit me hard. I was like, I kind of got lost in maybe a daydream, a vortex of sort. I wasn't seeing faces, I was just seeing the bodies that were carrying these drinks. Kids carrying them, purchased by their parents, some small enough to still be in strollers. Younger people, teens, young adults, all toting this sugary madness. It was very, very, very disturbing. And as I watched the marching unicorns, I started to see something more. As the nutritional numbers danced around in my brain, the atmosphere around me turns over into an active, hyper sensitivity of children, hyped up laughter, chatter, and then the overweight bellies jiggling around me. For a minute or two, I was caught in a swirling vortex of pink and blue. So later, I did some research because I was curious. It was so weird to see so many of that pink and blue drink in everybody's hands. So I decided to, Google is your friend and look up some things. So it turns out the drink is 1 week limited edition, and in many of the Starbucks stores, both in the US and Canada, they were sold out in the first day. So anyone who's become obsessed with sugar or carbs or calories will have looked up this information already. Let me tell you, I was flabbergasted. For a 16-ounce drink, it's 450 calories, 12 grams of fat, 80 grams of carbs, and a whopping 76 grams of sugar. Even for a sugar addict, a sugaraholic like me, that's gross. That's really gross. Daily allowances, or recommended daily allowances for adults, is 37.5 grams of sugar for men and 26 grams for women. So do the math, people, on just that one drink. And if you had one every day for a whole week, blech, blech. So after my rant, it brought me back to reality, and I can honestly say, without a doubt, I was grossed out. I was grossed out by sugar. I was grossed out by the drink. I was grossed out by the whole thing. So I have to say thank you, Starbucks. In a weird and overly colorful way, something or someone or some company has finally managed to gross me out with respect to sugar. That's a big deal. This whole drink issue brought me back to the Green Health Project on Instagram, a page I follow regularly. So shortly after my last podcast a few weeks ago, Tom, the owner of the Instagram page, put up a post titled, Sugar is to cancer what gas is to fire. Pretty potent statement, and it kind of hit me. Of course, I had to read more. So, in his first sentence in the post, Tom says, put out the fire, stop feeding cancer cells. Just that alone hit me when I first saw it, and then after I was thinking about the unicorn revelation, I went back to that post, and I had to read it again. I'd read it the first time, but I really had to read it again and let it all sink in. Tom writes, we make billions of cells every day. Included in that billion are thousands of cancer cells. Wait, what? Thousands? Per day? Cancer cells. Per day. Yikes. Okay, but there's hope, right, Tom? So, we continue. In a healthy person whose diet is rich in plants and organic food, those cancer cells are destroyed by a fully functioning immune system. Uh-oh, this could be trouble for me. All my years of a diet primarily consisting of sugar. Yikes. What have I done? What have I done to myself? What sort of monster have I created in my own immune system? Let's continue. In a person whose diet is highly processed, they are consuming tons of carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, GMO, gluten, MSG, and sugar. Lots and lots of sugar. Okay, self, let's be real here. Your diet has been sugar focused for years. You've started your days at 5 a.m. with sugar shock and ended your day with sugar injection. Let's not even get into everything in between. Tom's post continues. Refined sugar, corn syrup, fructose, even carbohydrates and alcohol metabolize as sugar. You are consuming sugar and you may not even be aware of it. Sugar is everywhere. It is a drug and it kills. Okay, self. Let's be real here. What have you been doing to yourself all these years? What have all of the years of ingesting and inhaling sugar transformed inside this body? What have I single-handedly done to me, myself, and I? Tom's references are based on American numbers, but I'm certain, unlike the Canadian dollar, tee-hee, the numbers here up north are similar to those in the US. Again, we continue with the post. The standard American diet is basically pro-cancer diet. It is highly acidic and almost completely devoid of any nutritional content. Okay, Tom, you're pointing a finger at this Canadian girl. I feel it. This acidic environment combined with a daily sugar overdose creates prolonged oxidative stress, which is the creation of free radicals. This is a perfect breeding ground for cancer. It's at this point that I really need to put my foot, no, actually both feet down. No, 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 no to the fire that feeds the cancer. Enough, self, enough. I have no one to blame but myself, and I have ultimately no one to answer to but me about quitting this sugar addiction. So the good news that Tom writes, the best thing anyone can do regardless of whether they have cancer or not, is to cut out sugar from their diet completely. Stop today. You'll thank yourself later. I'm not talking about the fructose found in fruit. Those are simple sugars that, combined with fiber, are easily digested and eliminated. Having said that, be careful of fruit juice, especially the store-bought ones. When I make my veggie juice, I use little fruit. Just say no to sugar. You are sweet enough. Oh, Tom, you're so funny. So I've read and reread that post several times, and every time I read it, I take away a little bit more. I think I'm ready to call it quits. I really do. And I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling crappy all the time. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of brain fog. I'm tired of morning, afternoon, and evening slumps. I'm tired of a cough that just won't go away. I'm really tired of dull, thinning hair, feeble nails, and ill-fitting clothes. All of this is what I can actually see and feel. But what I have to wonder about is what's going on the inside that I can't see, and maybe I don't even feel or have no knowledge of. I would like to volunteer as a specimen. I think, from what I've been told, my sugar addiction is a severe one. And I think that I would be a really good candidate to offer my live body to research the effects of a sugar addiction. How interesting would it be to get pictures of the inside of my body today, supported with data about what healthy or not, I am today, then be followed over the course of maybe 6 months to a year on a journey to transform my lifestyle from one of fire to a healthy being and body and eating. Any suggestions, listeners? Any suggestions where maybe I could offer myself up to science? Well, as this scientific and fact-based talk continues, someone sent me another post from Instagram this week. This is a 3rd generation post, and it was on @LilyChoiNaturalHealing, and she posted from rawbeauty.com. The post was this. It had three headings. First heading read, "Cancer feeds on sugar." Again, I think it's trying to tell me something. Subliminal messaging. Eliminating refined sugar and adopting an optimal whole foods diet combined with top quality nutritional supplements and exercise may be crucial components in recovering from cancer. The next heading was, "Fat is stored when you eat sugar." Yeah, beginning to learn that. Consumption of sugar spikes insulin levels, your body's storage hormone, and circulating glucose is swept into your cells. If your cells are already full due to a diet high in sugar, then this glucose is converted and stored as body fat. Dang you, body fat! Then the next heading, "Candida only eats sugar." One of the most common infections people have is a fungus called Candida albicans. I think that's how you say it, or yeast infection. This is when unfriendly yeast bacteria take over our intestinal tract. Candida produces toxins that gradually make us feel more and more sick. These toxins can create all kinds of conditions such as chronic fatigue, arthritis, allergies, chemical sensitivity, autoimmune disorders, extreme intolerance to alcohol, irritable bowel syndrome, and other gut-related problems. Let's insert thought-provoking smileys here, shall we? Ha ha ha. So this week I sat in on a talk about cellular toxicity. It was more about toxins in the environment and in materials and things around us that get released into our bodies, or absorbed into our bodies, I guess, and how it affects us. So based on that and everything else about the cancer and the evils of sugar, I've heard all this before and I've read it 100 times, but something this week finally snapped. It clicked, it cranked, it really got deep down in my soul, and it registered. Whatever you want to call it, eureka! Maybe it's because I had a birthday this week, and every year for the past several years, I tell myself that by my next birthday, I want to have kicked the sugar habit, get ridiculously healthy, get fit, and get toned. Well, so far I have not been successful, so maybe this year is my year. Maybe this year I can show and prove to myself, I've got this. I've got this for no one else but me. Of course, at this point, I still have no idea yet why I'm such a sugar fiend, but maybe I'm not supposed to know why just yet. Maybe, just maybe, my journey is to start from within. Maybe I'm supposed to fix it first. Maybe I'm supposed to work on getting my body healthy, my cravings under control, my mind in a better place. Maybe I'm supposed to learn to respect the body I was given and love what I have, grow it, nurture it, value it. Maybe once I've learned all of those things, then maybe, just maybe, the realization, the underlying cause to my behavior will be revealed to me. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm not meant to know. Maybe I'm not supposed to know the reasons why I behave the way I do, or soon to have behaved, past tense. Maybe I'm just meant to learn to be strong enough for me, and maybe, just maybe, that should be enough. So, as I look back on this last week, I haven't really had any tangible successes, but I think my biggest success is my eureka. I think I'm at a point where I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to take care of me. And I'm ready to journal absolutely everything that I put in my mouth and really, really realize that I'm hurting me, only me and just me. So, my listeners, thank you for all of you who stayed with me, for any new followers, and thank you for being with me on my continuing journey of sugar addiction, my madness, my craziness, my life of pie, cake, cookies. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Join me again in 2 weeks' time, maybe for more Sugar Chronicles, or maybe we'll go on to something else. Anyways, I hope you enjoy listening. Please tell your friends, post your comments, give me your likes or your dislikes. Subscribe, please, and please do offer up any advice, solutions, comments, anything you have, listeners. Open ears, and I'm looking forward to the journey going onwards.